A final text to her father, an abandoned SUV, and a single frame of her stepping into a black vehicle. Days later, her body was found off Route 50. What happened inside that house? If you believe stories like this deserve answers, hit like and press subscribe to keep Dacara's name and others alive. Her name was Dacara Rose Thompson, 19 years old, full of energy, dreams, and ordinary plans. On August 23rd, she went out. Hours later, her SUV was found abandoned. The keys were gone, the doors locked, the car parked like nothing was wrong. But something was very wrong. Surveillance cameras told a darker story. They showed Dacara walking toward a black SUV, sliding into the passenger seat. That single frame changed everything. It turned her disappearance from a mystery into a manhunt. Investigators traced that SUV to a house in Bowie, Maryland. On the surface, it looked like a quiet suburban home, a place that should have meant safety. But detectives say the moment they stepped inside, the walls whispered violence. Bloodstains, a broken fingernail, a wig that matched what Dacara had worn. These were not random accidents, therefore, police concluded, this house wasn't just connected to her disappearance. It was the scene of her death. Days later, along Route 50, a body was found. The medical examiner confirmed it was Dacara. The discovery shattered her family's last hope. But with the heartbreak came the urgency to hold someone accountable. That someone, police say, was 35-year-old Hugo Hernandez Mendez, the man seen driving the black SUV, arrested and charged with first and second-degree murder. According to court documents, investigators believe the crime happened inside his bedroom. Forensic evidence supported their claim, DNA, blood, and belongings that tied directly back to Dacara. But here's the unsettling truth. Evidence can tell us what happened. It can't always explain why. Why her? Why that night? Why his home? Those questions hang heavier than the charges themselves. Therefore, the story shifts from investigation to reflection. A father left with a final text message. A community left wondering how danger hides behind ordinary doors. A justice system left to untangle what really happened in those final minutes. This isn't just a crime scene report. It's a warning. It's a reminder of how fragile ordinary life can be. Dacara was not supposed to be a headline. She was supposed to be a daughter, a friend, a young woman with decades ahead of her. And so the traces become her voice. The abandoned SUV, the last text, the surveillance frame, the forensic fragments. Each one a piece of her story. Each one pushing us closer to the truth, but leaving us with the question that will haunt this case until the trial ends. What really happened inside that house? Which detail strikes you the hardest? The final text, the black SUV, or the evidence inside Hernandez Mendez's home? Share your thoughts below. I'll be looking for the most thoughtful comments to pin. Because sometimes the smallest traces, a text, a fingernail, a wig, rebuild the story after it's been stolen. If you want a deeper breakdown, check out my other videos, where I go scene by scene through the evidence.